All right, so by now you should have come in, you should have found your seat, your assigned seat, and you should have your materials for the day. You should be ready to go. You should have the warm up done, and y'all should be not giving Miss Dwyer any problems. Y'all need to pay attention, listen to what she says, and if you need help, always ask her. All right. So, um, the warm up today says the visual shows the principle of blank, and the evidence I found was blank. So for the evidence part, I think that is the part that you guys would individually have to come up with your own evidence. But the principle, it says citizens elect members of Congress, people write representatives with their concerns. So we have a person in Congress and we're sending them our concerns, and those representatives then take those concerns to Congress and they try to advocate for us to have new laws to address the concerns of the people. That's why we elect them. So, like I said back when we learned about all this like representative government, we want better pizza on Fridays, so we send whoever it was from our class. Each class I picked somebody else random, but our representative would go down and talk to Miss Mireles, and hopefully we'd get better pizza. All right. So Republicanism was the principle, and the evidence I found was dot dot dot. Whatever you guys think. All right. So today's Tuesday, November 30th. Our objective for the day is I can identify the major eras in U.S. history through 1877, including early republic, and describe their causes and effects. So, um, so you will need your journal, obviously your warm up, and the handout that was on the front desk. If you don't have it, this is the 15th week of school. Get it together. All right, so checklist. We did the warm up. We're gonna do how's it going real quick, and then the handout y'all picked up is the iCivics on G-Dub, or George Washington, as I like to call him, first president of the United States. We're getting into the early republic, so now well, we'll go into that in a second. So after the iCivics worksheet, you will glue in pages to your journal, and if you finish that, there might be a vocab sheet for you to do if you have time. Also, if you were absent Friday before break or yesterday, you have one more day or the rest of class period today to finish your project, your principal pennant and your Bill of Rights bumper sticker. Whenever you do finish those, give them to Miss Dwyer and she can just leave those on my desk. Um, all right, so Tired Tuesday. See, I just didn't want to see you guys till next month, so I'll be back tomorrow. How you feeling? Remember, I don't want you to blurt out or talk to your friends about it. Just show us a number. All right. Today I will be, or I guess tomorrow, because I recorded this the night before, I'll probably be feeling like oh, 3. All right. So objective, what were the issues in early Republic area or era? So now we're at the here's our eras. So we did colonization. That's when all the different empires from Europe came over and they wanted to colonize America. Talked about Jamestown, Plymouth Rock, and the colonial subregions. Then we got into Revolution because the colonies were fed up with Mom and King George. Then we win the Revolution and we start trying to figure out our own government. Start with the Articles. It wasn't very strong. There's a Shays Rebellion, so then we decide we need to rewrite it, and so we write the Constitution. So, Constitution sets out for a stronger central government. Remember, Federalists, Anti-Federalists. Anti-Federalists weren't going to sign it unless there's a Bill of Rights. So we add a Bill of Rights which protects your individual freedoms, right? So at this point, we think that we have a pretty solid, uh, you know, government in place, and now we can start really building up America, right? So we're right here. Early Republic, 1789 to 1828. In the Early Republic unit, you will learn about tough decisions that early presidents had to make at home and abroad with other nations. These issues still affect our country today. So, sorry. So, to this day, we have problems in America and we have problems overseas. Now, a lot of people like to say that we like to overreach and deal with too many problems overseas and we need to deal with more stuff at home, but to each his own. So, our early Republic era timeline, we are going to talk about these presidents in this era, and there's an acronym to help you guys remember it. It's WAJ-MAJ. So it's Washington, Adams, Jefferson, Madison, Monroe, Adams, and Jackson. Right? So WAJMMAJ. Right? WAJ-MAJ. So if we have an issue um, in America, we would call that a, well, hold on. Each of these presidents in our current day deal with foreign domestic issues. So if it's a issue that is not in America, if it's an issue that's overseas and or not overseas, but it could be in Mexico, it could be in Canada, it could be in Russia, it could be in Korea, China. Those are foreign issues, all right? It's issues that relate with another country, okay? Then we have issues where our states might be arguing with each other, or let's see, states want to change laws and other ones don't, or something happens, like a crisis here, like Katrina, the hurricane, the wildfires, volcanoes, stuff like that. That's within the United States. That is a domestic issue. So our examples for foreign issue is U.S. trade with China is a foreign issue today, and our example for domestic issue is U.S. funding of public education is a domestic issue. So how are we going to fund education, right? So we're going to have a couple examples, and then you guys are going to move on to your worksheet. Um, so foreign, this is going to be foreign or domestic, right? So climate change. Government report warns of growing impact on U.S. life. Jacob Saylor, 11, walks through the burned remains of his home in Paradise, California on November 18, 2018. His family lost a home in the same spot to a fire 10 years ago. Many researchers attribute the rise in California wildfires to climate change. So, does that issue have to do with a foreign or domestic issue? I'll give you some time, and Miss Dwyer can call when you guys an answer. Okay? All right. So, this would be a domestic issue. U.S. fires tear gas into Mexico to repel migrants, closes border gates. So, Central American migrants, mostly Hondurans, run across the Tijuana River near the El Chaparral border, crossing into Tijuana, Baja California, Mexico, near the U.S.-Mexico border. After the U.S. border patrol fired tear gas to disperse them during an alleged verbal dispute on November 25, 2018. U.S. officials closed the San Cedro, I don't know if anybody speaks Spanish and they know what that is. I don't. Crossing point in Southern California after hundreds of migrants, part of the caravan, condemned by President Donald Trump, tried to breach a fence in Tijuana, authorities said. So, again, y'all think about it. Somebody raise their hand, or if nobody wants to raise their hand, you can volunteer somebody missed wire. So this one I think would be foreign because it does have to do with them coming onto our soil, our domestic soil, right? But it's between two countries, so it's between us and Mexico, so it will be a foreign issue. Foreign or domestic? Why all your Facebook friends suddenly went to Standing Rock this weekend? Angela Miracle Gladue Center, a member of the Frog Lake First Nations, a Cree community in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, attends a rally in support of the Standing Rock Sioux tribe. I think it's Sioux. Tribe protests against the Dakota Access Oil Pipeline in Lafayette Park near the White House in Washington, D.C., September 13th, 2016. So we have the Angela Miracle Gledo uh, Center, a member of Frog Lake First Nations, Cree community in Edmond. So people from Canada are attending a rally in support of the Standing Rock Sioux Tribe protest against Dakota Access Oil Pipeline in Lafayette Park. So these people are coming in to protest, but this pipeline is from it's an issue with us, right? With our own land. So the pipeline is going through the Standing Rock Sioux tribes land, and so they're protesting this pipeline being built in their land on U.S. soil. So even though people from another country are coming to help protest, it would be a domestic issue. All right. So now, let's see. I have it pulled up on this screen. Nope. Here we go. So now you guys are going to look at this. So all these issues that we just read about, the president has to make a decision most of the time. How are they going to fix it? Okay, whether it's foreign or domestic. Okay, so when we talk about early republic, the decisions that they made um, affected us in the long run, like to this day. So we're going to start with George Washington, the first president. You are going to do the iCivics worksheet right here, like I have on the screen. You'll read about it, work with your partner, just fill out and answer all the questions on it, all right? I don't think it's too hard of a read for you guys, especially with both you guys working together. Remember, y'all should be sitting in your assigned seats, and just try to get it done before class is over. Get your journals up to speed. I'm gonna send Ms. Dwyer the table of contents. Just go as far as I have on there, and we will go from there. If you finish that, we'll find something else for you guys to do if you are already done with your project. All right. Y'all have a good one. I'll see y'all tomorrow.